What is up, guys? My name is MipZ and welcome back for yet another League of Legends video. So today we are playing the League of Legends version of Lord of the Rings Gandalf, at least in my opinion. Come on, guys, like can you see this similar? It looks kind of like him, right? Gotta give it just a little bit, tiny, just a little bit. I think he looks pretty cool. I think it looks a bit like Gandalf. I feel a bit like Gandalf, so I'm basically, every time I go into lane, I feel like standing in the middle of the lane and being like, you shall not pass. But anyway, all that aside, that is not what we will talk about in this video. Maybe in another one though. We'll see, maybe. But what we're going to do in this video is that we are going to be talking about how to play Ryze. And more specifically, we're only going to be focusing on how to play him in terms of macro play, meaning the overall strategy, the early, mid, and late game. This means we will not be talking about anything in terms of abilities and combos. Instead, I've left a link for my other video down below where I go into detail with all of this stuff that you guys need to know in order to be a true Ryze master. But in this video, the only thing we will talk about is the kind of strategy. And with that said, we are going to use this game as kind of an example where I let you guys in on my train of thought, what I'm thinking about, and kind of what the base idea. I'm gonna try and execute things as well as I can while also explaining and trying to keep it a bit entertaining, but be aware that this might lower the quality of my plays a little bit, but yeah, heck, I'd rather have it to be a little more fun. So yeah, before we get started, by the way, if you enjoy what I do and like this video, make sure to smash that like button. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, then I would greatly appreciate if you would go down below, just click that little button down there, join in on our awesome community. It's been insane to see the amount of growth lately, so thank you guys so very much for that. And if you want to see me live stream, I stream every single Friday on twitch.tv/MipZ_live. But yeah, with all that aside, let's just kind of get into this game. So we are playing against a Vladimir in mid lane. And whoop. This is a pretty fun thing because quite honestly with Ryze, when you're playing him, you don't, in my opinion, you don't pick Ryze to be like, okay, now I win my lane. You pick Ryze to be an all like well-rounded champion that is really good at team fighting. He's really good at roaming. He's really good at being a piece and wing champion to the enemy team. Like, and he has pretty much, against most things, he has lane prior, meaning that because he's so good at shoving lane, then he can literally outpush most of them, and he'll just be able to roam to the other lanes fairly easy. He can even bring his jungler with him with his ult, and he can do plays where he's like, if the enemy team does not see him in the other lanes leaving his lane, then he can use his ult, and before they know it, it's kind of like a twisted fate ult. Then they will be surprised and it'll be too late for them to get away. When you are playing Ryze in lane, there are different things you need to be aware of. First of all, as I said, you do not pick Ryze for being like a true lane hero. You're not super good in 1v1s. Not saying that you cannot win 1v1s. Of course you can, but that's not the general idea. When you are playing Ryze in lane, then at least my approach and what I think you should consider is that you pick Ryze, or you play Ryze in the lane kind of as a support, or you could say as an ADC, but probably a support is a better term for it. That you play him kind of like a support. So what you want to be looking for is that if you want to go for kills in your lane, you don't want to be shoving, like pushing your lane, but you want them to push towards you, and then you want your jungler to come help you. And the cool thing with this is that it's super easy for Ryze to set up kills for his jungler in his lane, because we have this let's go back here, get a potion. We'll start building a Luden's Echo. Let's get this. You know what, actually, let's just actually get that one and get ourselves a control ward. All right, this is super fine. We'll walk back down the lane. But basically what I mean is that you have a really good ability or a potential on Ryze to set up ganks because of the instant snare, because of the movement speed you can give yourself. Then you can very easily set up a snare on a target and a kill in the mid lane. But this, to do this, you have to let the enemy push to you and not you to them. So it kind of depends what you're playing around. A lane like this one where I'm playing versus Ryze, I know it's going to be pretty difficult for us to get a kill on him, because unless I force out I can't remember what that spell is called. So you'll just have to, like, yeah, the one where he goes under the ground, basically. Unless I force that ability out, then we will not be able to do anything. Like there is literally no way that we will be able to kill him if I haven't already forced that ability out. So this is something that we want to stay aware of. I'm gonna flash this. Screw up. Oh, he's out too far. Okay, that was a little close. All right, we'll back out here. That was a pretty good play. This guy has definitely played East Vladimir before, but as I said, like, I know for a fact that we're not trying to win the lane there. I'm slowly gonna start looking more to just kind of leave this lane and roam to other lanes. We're gonna go back in lane, and then we're actually gonna shove this. And the reason why we're doing this against Vladimir is because of, as I said, he's a very hard champion for us to actually get a kill on, because if we don't force his thing under the ground, then we won't really be able to do that much with him. And he has good sustain, and that's the thing with Ryze. We don't really have much sustain at all, so we kind of want to be looking for something else. So right here, I'm still just kind of waddling back and forth. I am looking for this gank down here, but I'm not really committed to it yet because I feel like he's pushing too much here, and I'm a little in doubt of whether or not my bot lane is in for that. If I ult down there, it's gonna be an all-in. So I'm kind of just waiting for what I consider to be a better opportunity, and that's what I'm gonna keep looking at, because I feel like playing for that bot lane right now is the best call. It's right there. It seems like we are gonna have a gank down there, but I'm not gonna be able to get there in time anyway. So we'll just kind of look for whatever we can. I'm gonna put a ward over the bush here. Hopefully we can get... Oh crap, I put it too early. There we go. That was a misclick. All right. So hopefully we can start getting some information onto their jungler, because I literally have no clue what this dude is. But this will help us. That ward over the Raptors will tell us if he goes on Raptors, and also if he's going to be coming up from that side right now. So we want to play with our backs turned against this at all times, because we have a lot of vision right here. I did not mean to put that ward there, but the rest of it really helps us out. But yeah, with Ryze, you choose him because he has really great playmaking potential. He's really, really good in that sense. Whoop. And he has great wave clear and just great roaming and team fighting. And he's actually also a pretty good split pusher. As we get later into the game, he's going to become a lot better at actually 1v1ing as well. And he can, like, from time to time, they will have to send 2 people down in order to basically stop your split push, and you always have a pretty easy or you always have an extra option out, because you can use your ult to opt out if you overextend a little bit before they get there, not as they get there, because then you're kind of screwed. But you can use your ult before they get there, because it will still be faster than using a recall. So you could use your ult to reposition yourself to a safer location and then back from there. So there's a lot of cool things, and it can also help you get faster back into fights. What I'm gonna try and do now is we're gonna try and see if next time our jungle is looking for something in bot side, then I want to try and group up with him and see if we can do a gank together, unless I find something else sooner. Because I really want to start looking to this bot lane, but I am very afraid of this. Yeah, exactly. This Graves, I had the feeling that he was playing around us at the moment. And also the fact that this Vladimir we saw before, he basically knew more or less when he power spiked enough to almost kill us. And yes, we got away because I knew that it would be just in the edge, and I knew that guy would go full in. But I did not, like, I know for a fact that we have to play it carefully. Like this guy is not, yeah, as you guys can see, he's actually pushing his champion very well. But we are going to be able to punish him for that one. Because he completely disrespected us. All right, this is really bad, actually. We're going to both die. I'm going to take a turret shot. God dang it, man. Yeah. That was a really terrible play by us. Honestly, that was to the point of almost griefing. We literally stayed there for too long and put ourselves in a really terrible position. All right. So going back into lane again, we want to try and shove this because I know taking a 1v1 with this Vlad is not a winning situation. And it's hard for us to set up a gank on him because he has such a good defensive ability to get out. As long as he holds on to that one, then there's not that much we can do to kind of shut him down with the stuff we have. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but there are easier options. And this is something you want to kind of weigh in your head, like in general, when you're playing League, is yes, I'm not saying you can't do something, but weigh your options and be like, okay, is there something easier to do? Like, if there's something easier, why don't you just do that? Like, why do the difficult thing? Like, I know that sounds really, really weird and really, really obvious. I can't believe I missed the minion there. But like, quite honestly, I can use ult here if we can catch them. That should be a free kill here. Yep, sweet. And this is exactly what I wanted to tell you before, and what I meant was, like, literally you can use the fact, oh, that is the right one. There we go. Nice. And also, like, literally, Ryze is really good against something like the Shago Mur thing. I really love it against it. Oh, can I get down here in time? I won't be able to. I don't know what he just did. Did he DC or something? Why did he stand still? All right, I'll ward his blue because I want to steal it. Or I want to steal it if Graves go for it. That's what I mean. I don't want to steal it from our jungler because then he's probably going to get mad. And I don't like a mad jungler. All right. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're backing. We are backing. But so far, so good. Like, we're not doing insanely well, but we're not doing terrible either. Like, we're trying to keep up our farm. We're trying to kind of look for things. And yes, things are not going perfectly at all. I'm actually going to take a far side ward. There we go. But we're starting slowly to get a little bit of gold and getting... We are a little bit of ahead gold-wise compared to their Vlad because we have 2 kills and 1 assist. So we're like, it is so freaking close, but we are a little bit ahead, which is nice. But we scaled really well into the late game as well. This guy's gonna go... Oh, yep. I'm not a big fan of playing against this Vlad. He's actually really annoying. Oh, there's a fight going on in here. I want to make sure that I at least block off. Oops, no, it's not on purpose. Alright, that is not the correct one. Yeah. Rip. The fact that this one died and Furious actually killed us. Because that put us in this position, and then, yeah, Vayne literally just condemned us into the wall. Okay, that was really sad. That was really, really sad. Okay, well, things are still doable. And everything still kind of counts in a sense. One thing I forgot to mention here in the early game, and it's a little like... I've tried doing a little bit on this Vlad. I don't know if you guys noticed, and it doesn't really matter if you didn't, but I'm gonna tell you now instead that when you are playing in the laning phase, whenever you get an option to poke your enemy with your Q, like if they expose themselves and are not hiding behind one of their minions, then make sure that you poke them with your Q. If they're hiding behind your back minion or go too close to your minion, to their back minions, then make sure to poke them with your EQ, because that way you can poke them even though your minion or their minions are in the way. So this is something that you want to make sure that you take advantage of. Let's put a control ward here. I'm not fully in range. Now we are. We're just gonna get up there as fast as we can. And that should be a free kill, but Jesus, I took a lot of damage. I can't believe that guy almost, like, I screwed up my rotation, but he literally almost got me. That could have been griefing. That was not really good. Anyway, we got it, but we are maybe gonna lose this turret for it, which makes it not worth it. I should have let Warwick just walk up there by himself. But we are rising team morale. That's what we're trying to do. I guess. No, but sometimes even, like, I'm not saying what we've done here is the correct call, but sometimes doing a bad call just to make your teammates feel like you're there can actually be a pretty good thing. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Come on, dude. Okay, is our entire team just struggling super hard apart from our top lane? Well, Warwick is doing pretty well, but everybody else is just struggling super hard. But yeah, as I said, you don't pick Ryze to win laning phase. You pick him to have, like, he's such a good tool throughout the whole match, and you pick him kind of to put pressure on the rest of the... Oh, we can help here. All right, that he's okay. He's gonna turn. I won't be able to get there. All right, good job, dude. Good job. You pick him to put pressure on basically the enemy team because you have so much roaming potential, and you pick it for his team fighting potential. You don't really pick him just for the laning phase. So we'll just snare him so we're sure that our teammates can get those kills as well. All right, so seeing as Triss runs bot, I'm gonna run mid, but if Triss chose to go mid lane here, then I would just rotate bot and take farm there. And as soon as she starts going in here, and this is very important when you're playing mid lane, and especially when you're playing someone like Ryze, then seeing as you have an ult that can basically get you pretty fast to other lanes, and you're also a mid laner, so you should by default actually be doing this. But then when the mid or bot lane goes in and sits in the mid lane, then you want to make sure that you keep your gold up by going to the bot lane or the top lane, depending on where the next objective is. The thing is that most commonly with mid laners is you want to have the mid laner as close to the next spawning objective as possible, while you want to have the top laner at the furthest point. So let's say that the next objective we want to go for is Baron. Well, then I would, like, as a mid laner, then I should be top lane, and or top laner should be bot lane, and or support and ADC should be mid lane. I hope this kind of makes sense, because this way we have everybody in a quick response close to the objective. And generally speaking, the top laner are the best split pushers, and most often they also have a TP. I, in this case, also have TP. Oh, wow. I might still be able to do something here. Oh, Warg is super fat. I'm gonna have to just turn on this. Oof. All right, is she gonna die? Nope. I'm gonna use my ult here. Are you actually kidding me today? Okay, this is not the prettiest game ever, but I hope it's entertaining, right? Yeah. No, but yeah, I've played better games of League before, I have to admit, or at least I goddamn hope I have. Sure, Nico, that was not even close. But I like A for effort, and A for, I guess, initiative, even though it's not an A. Wasn't for effort either, but whatever. Oh, we can get this. Yep. All right, we're slowly. Okay, so we need to be a little careful here. I want to clear these. push this. Oof. Oh, that's a free one. Freebie. Oh, the Shaco is just like, please, please let me. Is he getting? He got away. Wow, I'm impressed, dude. I'm actually impressed. Oh, we have a problem in the mid lane. Yes. Let's all back and he'll finish this turret and we don't get anything. Okay, I'm gonna stay. Screw this, man. We have... Okay, thing is, I should have actually backed now because Drake is gonna be up in a second. Drake's gonna be up in a second. We don't have an ADC now. They don't have Shaco, but like, come on. Like this Shaco. It's not Shaco that's most likely going to be the determining factor of the next fight here on Drake. So yeah, this is bad. This is actually really bad. We'll back out. We have way too much gold, and this is something that I praise in all of my guides, and then I do it myself, which is really awesome. So yeah, now all of you guys can say, what the freak are you doing, MipZ? Why are you not backing with all of your 3,000 gold? You tell us in every single guide that we should make sure that we back and use our gold because it's not worth anything in your back, and you're right. That's exactly right. Oh, wow. Why did I just grief that? Oh, that is just so dumb. That was a big oopsie. Okay, ooh, we can do this. All right, let's make sure we peel off. All right, anyway, let's start talking a little bit about the mid to late game. I think the early game, you kind of got a good sense of it. Just gonna rephrase it super fast. Like laning phase, you want to kind of hang back if you want kills in your lane, or if you want to kill the enemy laner. So you don't want to be hard shoving your lane. Then you instead want to use your snare for your jungler to set up ganks, because Ryze is amazing at this. And if you want to go for roaming, you hard shove your lane, use and just basically roam around. You shove a lot more than most others, so it is fairly easy for you to do. And you can use your ult together with your jungler in order to actually really surprise them with two people. You can also use it for yourself to skip over a ward so they don't see you. There's a lot of options with him. He's just really good. And try all the time to kind of like, when you do go into a game with Ryze in the laning phase or for the laning phase, then try and evaluate what you most likely, what kind of lane it most likely will be. And what I mean with this, oh, we need to Q so we get movement speed here. Nice. And what I mean with this is basically that you have to evaluate, is this a kill lane where you want to set up the kills for your jungler, or is this a shove lane where you want to be roaming? And even in a kill lane, you can still do the, like, you don't have to do one or the other. You can do both in a sense. Like, it's not like I'm telling you that this is, like, if you choose one, you cannot do the other. But try and evaluate which you think is going to be best. You can't, like, even in something where you're like, I could probably easily kill this, but I see that my bot lane is struggling, so I'm just going to do a shove lane, and I'm going to shove, and I'm going to go help that bot lane as I'm the second jungler. Like, there are different options, so evaluate them frequently. Learn from game to game what makes sense for you to do. And just have fun. Like, you're playing the freaking Gandalf of League of Legends. Like, come on. Like, just enjoy it. Like, he has a freaking white beard with this skin. Like, what's not to like, dude? Like, you can put yourself in the middle of the lane and be like, you shall not pass. Or you can use your ult behind them and be like, you shall not pass. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm weird that way. Anyway, with all of this said, let's talk about the mid to late game. So here in the mid to late game, which usually should happen, is that your bot or your bot lane is going to be going into the mid lane. And once they do this, then you wanna okay, that was really painful. Then you want to go to the side lanes, as we talked about, such that you can split push. Are we seriously chasing this dude? Oh my goodness. He is literally outplaying us all. I took so much damage. I did not expect that damage to be so high at this point, especially like considering the fact that I saw his score before. I was like, nah, it probably doesn't hurt that much. He does. Yeah. Well played, MipZ. How to make a guide. Walk into Shaco's freaking boxes of superior death. That's how it feels. Anywho, with that aside, here in the mid to late game, if this game was going anything like a game should, then your bot lane should be going into mid lane and you should be starting to go to the side lanes. And as I shortly mentioned earlier, then you want to be going to the side lane that is closest to the next objective. So if the next objective is Baron, you go top lane. If the next objective is Drake, you go bot lane. Kind of makes sense. At lower elo, sometimes this can be pretty hard because people are very eager to say, this is my lane. You cannot touch my minions. I'd rather want them die by themselves and nobody gets the gold or XP. Yes, that happens quite frequently. I know that can happen. But generally speaking, you just got to know what you're supposed to do. And then, yeah, you got to adapt to what you kind of have to do. That's two very different things, sadly. So Drake is coming up in 8 seconds. We really want to be contesting this Drake. Because that is going to be their 4th Drake. And if they get that one, oh my God, come on. Holy crap, that's painful. All right, that's the right one. Oh, yep. You have slain. No.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Shaco boxes feels kind of like Teemo. Neither of those two things feel good. All right, at the end of the day, we play a league to have fun. So why the heck is somebody then playing Shake? No, okay, I'm kidding, guys. Chill. All right. So seeing as we can't go for split push and we can't walk anywhere because I don't know what people are doing, then this is a pretty random game, but it's pretty fun. All right, so they got Infernal Soul. This is looking pretty bad for our team, and we've not been doing an insane job at all. But it's also been a really weird game. I'm going to be very honest. I really like it, even though this is a guide and probably the weirdest guide you've ever seen. And I've ever seen or done. But I don't mind. I think it's entertaining and it still teaches you the core aspect of it. One thing that I do want to mention that I think is pretty good to know with Ryze, and this is especially something that counts at lower elo, is that you want to, like, your ult can sometimes feel a little bit useless because at lower elos your team might not know or might not want to actually use it, or they don't trust you, and then you will literally just be having an ult that doesn't really do anything. How are they losing this fight? That's amazing. Like, I'm not mad that they're losing this fight, but I don't understand it. I do not understand. I cannot comprehend with what is going on in this game. But we're gonna be able to push at least one turret here, so that's perfect. And we can snare this dude. And this is again something like, if people do dumb plays like that, you can literally just snare them and be like, yeah, you're dead. That's a pretty fun thing with Ryze. Also remember, as I talked about in my mechanics guide, that you can use your rune to give you the movement speed like we did earlier to get away. But I think we can actually, can we finish this? We can push at least one turret. Unless this Shaco go full. Oh my God, he does. Oof. Run, Forest, run. Okay, that's okay. Nope, he's dead. Oh, that's painful. Oh, wow. I should not have turned around. I think he would have caught us anyway, though. Jeebus Christ, that guy with Ghost is just running so freaking fast. Alrighty. So yeah, I didn't understand how they lost the fight before, but I guess this kind of makes up for it. But we got an hip down. They have Infernal, so like they have like the enemy team right now is in like they've had so much stuff basically handed to them like freaking charity work, and still they lost the fight before. It's a mystery to me. Like I'll take it. But no, the thing with Ryze and the like, I really like him in solo queue, but sometimes, especially at a very low elo, it can be a little frustrating to play him because his ult kind of requires a bit of coordination, and it also requires your team to be aware of the fact that you're coming to help them. Because if you just ult in there, let's say you ult the bot down on the bot lane, if they don't notice you, then you literally just ult down behind 2 people and they're probably just gonna kill you. Like, let's be very honest, that's most likely what will happen. So it can be a little frustrating to play this guy at lower elos, just because of that. Okay, so this is one of the issues right now. I know I've actually been doing the wrong thing, staying in mid right now, but right here we should have had our top laner go bot and I should go top, and then this, or actually reverse, I should go bot or top laner should go top and or ADC mid. But yeah, that's not what's going to happen. They're probably going to be fighting now, so I'm going to have to use my TP most likely. I think so. Are they fighting this? They are. And I'm coming down here too late. All right, I wasted my flash there. Oof. And we're both dead. No, wait, we're not. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, he's still in range. Right. All right, I think we are gonna lose this game now, and like it would have surprised me if we won this, to be honest. To be fair, it would have surprised me. So I'm all good with this, but it still kind of shows like I think this was an entertaining game. I know it was not perfect. I know we could have done a hell lot more to win this game, and maybe we could have carried it if we played a bit different. I would say like this Vladimir did not do a terrible job, but when you do play Ryze, it doesn't really come down to the lane. It comes down to the overall like teamwork, team play thing, and it comes down to your roaming, for at least the approach we took here. But I actually also really like showing some of the losses that I have in games that are not going perfectly. So I hope that you guys learned something from this one, even though it was not a victory, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And for those of you who didn't, then I don't care, I guess. No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed making it. I think it was a super fun game. I think it taught the general and most important things about strategy for Ryze. And you got to remember that whether you're a beast on a champion, then that doesn't mean you get 100% win ratio. It doesn't mean that things go according to book every freaking time. It just means that you're going to have a win ratio that is going to be a bit higher than 50%. On that champion. That's all it means. And there are some games that are hard to do anything about. I feel like this game was not one of them. I feel like I could have done better, and I think that is one of the best things, if not the best thing, you can think after a game. Like, I think the worst thing you can have after a game is sitting there and being like, I don't know what I should have done different. The best thing is if you can sit afterwards and be like, oh, I could have done this. I could have done this better, or I could have done this different, and maybe that would have had another outcome. Like, that is the best feeling to sit with. And that's, in my opinion, despite playing for like League for fun, because that's the general idea behind why I play it. But I also play the game because I enjoy improving. That's the process. I like the process of evaluating what I do and improving upon it. And if I can't see anything I do wrong, then I don't learn anything, and then I don't find it fun. So that's how I play. That's what I find fun. So I can strongly recommend you to kind of evaluate for yourself. That this became, wow, it's kind of deep talk, didn't it? Like a really deep one. What I'm saying is just maybe it's worth for some of you guys to evaluate, because I know some people are struggling with when they're playing ranked or other stuff, that they become a bit frustrated or just become mad if they lose or blame or something else. Like, maybe you should evaluate what makes the game fun for you. For me, it's the improving process. Like, yes, getting rating, it can be fun, but actually playing the game and getting better and doing like outplays and learning the macro play and how to do things better and optimizing things, that's what I find fun. That's why I play the game. And I know that statistically you win about 50% of games, plus minus the degree of skill you have. There's nobody out there that wins 100% of games unless they're absolute beasts and are like literally LCS players, and even they don't win 100% games. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, that serious talk aside, I did not mean to go into that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really did enjoy making it. And yeah, if you did, smash that like button. If you didn't, then do the opposite. And yeah, that's pretty much the most important things. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, then I would really greatly appreciate it if you would do so down below. And yeah, if you want to see me live, go to twitch.tv/MipZ_live. I stream in there every single Friday, and I stream League and just about anything else I feel like, which is pretty fun. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. As always, stay awesome, have fun, and take it easy, guys.